Hello. Let me tell you, I gotta share with you some of the worst advice I believe that someone can ever tell you is sleep when you are dead. I mean, like literally, what is that? And it's quoted technically from several people, but it apparently starts from Ben Franklin. And I don't know how you feel about that. What is your pulse check with that one? Because ultimately, I'm going to say that it's your worst advice ever. So let's say, as we are acknowledging World Sleep Day and sleep awareness, let's see. Let's wait till we're dead to boost our immunity, to optimize our brain clarity and our mental stamina, therefore equating to better cognition and leverage over brain fog. Oh my God, let's just wait till we're dead to maximize hormone function, which is pretty much everything, because I'm all about optimizing hormones optimizes your life. Let's see, how about supporting weight loss? How about just your overall productivity every day? How about having just a reversal of aging or improving your aging effect, having that better quality of life? So I'm sorry, that is the worst advice ever. Sleep when you're dead. So as we recognize a sleep awareness day or World Sleep Day, I want to present a couple of facts initially because I want to give you three big nuggets before you grab your next pill for every ill. Let's make sure we kind of dial it down. Let's make things a little bit more simple or optimize what you can do before you hand over that next supplement or something. So, fact number one is that no matter what, 70 to 80% of Americans currently have some kind of sleep deprivation or sleep disorder, all right? And what does that do? That impacts everything. It's about everything. 50 to 70 million Americans have some kind of sleep, not only sleep related problem, but actually reported and will ask for a prescribed or go to their doctor for that particular reason, for that particular improvement that they're seeking because they know it impacts their life in certain ways. So I'm all about women. And you know, my next fact is going to wrap it all in a nice tight bubble for you with a nice little bow on top to help you recognize that, you know what, who does it impact even more? Women. And especially if you're looking throughout our reproductive age, from puberty to hormonal changes that induced by PMS or PMDD or premenstrual dysphoric disorder, down to pregnancy, big complaint in pregnancy, and then perimenopause and beyond. So it does impact us more. And you know what? Who is this for? Or these three nuggets I'm going to present to you today. This is for someone who is seeking natural solutions. This is for someone who wants to optimize their sleep outside of their multi-thousand-dollar mattress because they're still not getting it there. This is for someone who is not necessarily looking for every ill a pill for every ill. And then most importantly, this is someone that knows that there's an architecture to sleep, meaning that not everybody necessarily fits under a particular umbrella. For instance, many women can describe different scenarios. One in particular, well, I can get to sleep, but I can't stay asleep. And I have this certain hour between 2 and 3, maybe 3-ish o'clock in the morning, where I'm literally having an executive meeting in my brain and I'm already fast forwarding to all the worries of my day. I know I spoke truth. This is someone out there. Number two, well, it takes me a little while to get to sleep. I have to do X, Y, and Z. I might have the TV on or some other things. And then once I get to sleep, oops, I got to go to the bathroom because I have that kind of bladder. Got it. Or you may fall into a category where you get to sleep and then it's like you have these, what we call micro awakenings throughout the night. It's like you wake up and then you're able to fall back to sleep and then you wake up again. And then the next day, it just seems like total disruption. And you feel groggy. You feel like, you know what, I feel not rested. And any of the other two examples too, and that's just three examples I'm giving you, where ultimately you don't feel like you've gotten enough rest. You don't feel more productive in that day, and you just feel more foggy. Like literally, like the clarity may not be there. And so today, instead of thinking you wait till you're dead to sleep, because actually there's statistics that show people that have more sleep deprivation that can equate to being just as intoxicated behind a wheel of a car with alcohol, or may have increased areas of heart disease and increased areas where their body is more impacted by inflammatory conditions that make a problem. Okay, so understand using sleep as a priority and understanding how it affects you, it's life changing. And if you're all about living now and not necessarily waiting until you're dead and getting all of the things that you can for sleep, do it now. All right. So I wanted to highlight my first nugget. Optimize sunlight in the morning. So important. All right. And so whether that's opening up your blinds or open up your windows or stepping outside and just, getting your cup of joe there, just allowing the sun to hit some important receptors in the back of your eyes, get your vitamin D, which is a hormone, start working in its multiple capacities, then we're able to optimize so much more. It starts getting our circadian rhythms into mix. It starts so many other biochemical mechanisms. And most importantly, it synchronizes with your system. And so this is why I always say I'm talking to those who don't feel that you need a pill forever ill, because you understand sleep is a discipline. Just like you learned how to drive, just like you learned a particular technology, just like you had to be disciplined in whatever weight loss journey that you're on, it takes priority, intention, and discipline. All right. And so one of the first things is actually being good to your body, optimizing some kind of sunlight in the morning, and those oftentimes you have little tips and tricks for those who are on shift work or work nights. You need to book a call with me because you are impacted even more. And so there's certain things you're going to have to dig a little bit deeper and be more intention of, but it doesn't mean that you cannot optimize your sleep for the benefits that are there. All right. So optimizing sunlight, because technically preparing for the bedroom at night means that you are starting your preparation in the morning. Once again, in alignment with start with the end in mind. All right. Number 2, caffeine is not bad. It's not. All right. I'm one that falls on the category of it does have a lot of good benefits, the right kind, the ones that do not have impacted with a lot of pesticides and things that are in it that could be hormone disruptors. But depending on how much you drink, it can be disruptive. You know why? Because it can impact how you metabolize your melatonin. Now, for instance, when I work with women, I use epigenetics. Epigenetics is the study of understanding genetic expression, meaning you have a DNA blueprint. From that DNA blueprint, your body encodes certain messages. These messages encode certain proteins. These proteins encode certain biochemical processes in your body. And depending on how you are uniquely and beautifully and wonderfully made, it can make a difference of whether you're a high metabolizer of caffeine or whether you don't metabolize it as much. And if it stays around, there's certain processes in your body that can make caffeine a lot more disruptive for melatonin. So always think about the amount that you're drinking. Usually my rule, just kind of cover the board for most people if I don't know right offhand what your habits or what your genetic code may imprint. It's no caffeine afternoon, or always giving it another 6-8 hours before necessarily your bedtime, because it can stick around depending on how you metabolize it. And interesting fact, no matter what, melatonin not only helps induce or help with your circadian rhythms of sleep, but importantly, people forget, not only is it made in the brain, but it's made in different parts of the body, but most importantly, your gut. So if you're not eating well, if you tend to somebody that's more gassy or bloaty or often constipated, oftentimes sleep disruptive patterns may be linked to those particular people. So understand there are chemical processes that also go with melatonin in the gut that can make a big, big difference of your sleep patterns, and most importantly, how restful your sleep can be at night. So caffeine is not bad. I'm one that's on all in favor. I love my morning cup of joe, but it's 1 cup a day for me. All right. So if you know that you got your pint and a half throughout the day, it's not working more to your favor as you need it to. Okay. All right. Set the mood with red light, not blue. All right. We've heard this lots of times about how the impact of blue light, and it has to do with the natural light spectrum. So remember I talked about with sunlight optimized in the morning actually has to do, kind of like the spectrum of light that you may see on certain legends, meaning tabs of certain devices where you have all the colors that range in a particular spectrum. The thing is, our circadian rhythms, or what we're more prone to, majority of people more prone to, has to do with having more of the red light spectrum toward the nighttime. One, that helps your melatonin, that helps other centers of your body that are helping out with your circadian rhythm to help promote sleep. So that makes a difference. So you can buy red light dimmers. There are companies you can get off Amazon, different red lights that you can actually put in your room. So what can you do to optimize that? Cool setting, okay? Cool environment in the bedroom to optimize and maximize your environment. Go to sleep around the same time every night, or project what time you have to get up in the morning. And there might be some deviations you have to take, especially if you're someone who works out in the morning versus in the evening. Makes a big difference as well. Now, cutting out those devices. So this beautiful technology has advanced so much. You can have your night mode or your your day mode, and you can switch up the blue light arrays as far as emitting to your system and to what's in the back of your eyes, and help your body go ahead and synchronize for that sleep pattern. But you need to stop it or reduce and avoid that 2 to 3 hours before sleep, and most importantly, turn the TV off. Okay, so important. Do you hear me? Turn the TV off, all right? All your iPads, all your devices, just shut it down and start in a meditative type mood, or start your great gratitude journal. Start writing about those things that you need to unload and download from your day, because one step further is that many people, they'll shut down the blue devices, but they're not shutting down their brain. And so oftentimes you get to moving, you get to going, and your brain's still going. And we really need to be in a sequence of winding down. Makes a big, big difference. So today, as we continue to celebrate in Women's Month, and most importantly, World Sleep Awareness Day, understand that this whole thing about sleep when you're dead, not good advice. All right? Take it from me, not good advice. All right? Thank you for Kawana for joining in. I'm so glad that you're enjoying this information, and please share it out to the world because it makes a difference. Good to see you. All right. Louisiana's in the house. I love my home folks sharing with me, and please share this on this Sleep Awareness Day. If you would like to know more about what I'm about, you can come to drlarisa.com. Most importantly, if you want to take that next step, if you want to understand how does my epigenetics work, meaning the study of how my genetic expression, how can I be more precise? Because I am about helping women optimize their hormone balance, for not only just to say, hey, I feel more balanced. No, it's to make sure that you can perform, you can produce, feel more powerful in your actions every day, and improve your clarity and the conviction and the life that you so deserve. And this is from perimenopause and beyond. All right. This resonates. If you're someone that's not, I don't want to pill for every ill, I want to do something now and act now, please book a Power Up, Change Your Life discovery call with me, and use the website here below. All right. Have a happy Friday. Happy Future Female Friday. I'm going to continue and finish enjoying my spring break. All right. With my family. So hopefully you're doing the same in the environment that you're in right now. And most importantly, optimize your sleep Do something good for yourself today so you can maximize your tomorrow and your best will shine for a lifetime. I'm Dr. Larissa.